Hello everyone. Now, I've seen a lot of people on the internet show off some of their rare Nickelodeon possessions that they have, and to those people, I am extremely jealous. I would love to get my hands on some of the stuff that you guys have, if any of you are watching this, but, you know, I also have some nice rare Nickelodeon stuff as well. And today, I'm going to show you one of them. Now, when you think back at all of the Nickelodeon branded items that have been made ever since the channel's existence, you might be wondering, where does it all go back to? Like, what was the earliest branded Nickelodeon item ever created? Well, I think I have it. I have what may be the earliest Nickelodeon branded item known to exist. And I don't think this has ever been seen on the internet by anybody up until this point. I mean there may have been bits and pieces of it like scattered around, but this is it in its full form, and I am going to show you it right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the press kit from the very first year the network went on the air back in 1979. Backstory, I got this on eBay a number of years ago. I don't know why I haven't yet showed it off to the internet. But, well, what got me to wanting to do this video was the amazing videos that, I think his name's Paparina, I think. Well, basically, he's this guy who does these in-depth videos on Nickelodeon's earliest programming, and that got me to realizing, hey, I should show this off finally. And now I have. Well, anyways, now that you've seen the outside, we can now show you what is on the inside. So let's have a look. Alright, now on the left side right here, you've got a bunch of Xerox copies of various newspaper articles discussing the children's television network and other related materials. This is a review of the network from the Rochester Review, summer 1979. This basically gives an in-depth look on what Nickelodeon was during that time. I mean, you have to understand, like, this was before the green slime and the cartoons and everything that essentially made Nickelodeon famous that it is now. This right here is a congressional record from the Senate. Basically, I guess is a proclamation declaring it a television cable channel. Yeah. And this one right here is this one's from the Boston Globe, June 2nd, 1979. It's another another look at the network at the time of its launch. This one's from the Malden Evening News. I mean, I think you can find most of these articles online through like newspapers.com or whatever is left of Google News Archive. This one's from the St. Petersburg's Time in Florida. And this is one from a Cablevision from March 26, 1979, just a few days before the network officially went on the air. Here's one from video from the, this is from the Soho Weekly News, March 29th, 1979, just a couple days before the network went on the air. Basically just kind of describe what is planned for Nickelodeon. And here's one from the New York Times. Sure, that's not hard to find in this age of the internet. Oh, and this is a TVC profile on the network's founder, Dr. Vivian Horner from TVC Magazine. Yeah. Okay, and the rest of all this is just, stuff on, from, the Cube service that was available in Columbus, Ohio during that time. Yeah, this isn't too interesting to many of you that are watching right now. All right, any more of these I need to go through? All right. Now those are the Xerox copy articles. Now we get to the nitty-gritty stuff. This is a colorful brochure on Nickelodeon. Yeah, it's pretty interesting stuff. And yeah, there's that. And remember those photos you saw in the newspaper articles on the various Nickelodeon shows? Well, here are the actual photos. These are the official photographs of what were used in some of those newspapers. Well, they're not the actual photographs, but, they're, the photographs that would have been given to, the newspaper companies, and they would have, put them into the articles that they would present it in. You can see there's a child there with the Cube Interactive System watching Pinwheel. And here's one from America Goes Bananas. There's another there's a production photo from Pinwheel. You got Craig James, I think that's his name, and the Oscar the Grouch wannabe, Ebenezer Squint. And there's there's a couple more photos of America Goes Bananas, yeah. Oh, and here's a envelope designating the network's launch, April 1st, 1979, although we can clearly see this was stamped February 15th, 1979. This was part of the International Year of the Child, in which they honored Nickelodeon for its service to provide quality children's programming without any of those horrendous commercials. This is just another copy of the Associated of the New York Times article. Here we got a description of the various shows they had on the network. I don't know if you could read this well, but they list Pinwheel, Video Comic Books, Nickel Flicks, By the Way, and America Goes Bananas. And on the next page, you've got a list of some of the people who were involved with the network at the time. You got Vivian Horner, the founder, Sandy Kavanaugh, and Al Perinello. I think that's how you pronounce that person's name. Oh, and here's just some more Nickelodeon people. Here you have James Cavazzini, Andrea Kavirko, Bert Dubrow, Niall Henson. Yeah. Oh, and I'll save what I have in the back for last. And this is a letter from the United States National Commission on the International Year of the Child. Basically, they congratulated Gustav Hauser, who was the CEO of Warner Annex, for the creation of Nickelodeon. And now we get to the real rarity of all this. This is the real highlight of all this. Maybe you've seen this before if you've browsed any particular website of interest. But anyways, what I have here is a real rarity that currently isn't anywhere on the internet. And I mean it when I say currently. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the very first Nickelodeon schedule from when they went on the air April 1st, 1979. Bet you didn't expect to see this. So, now, the weekday schedule from the network's launch follows with Pinwheel from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., followed by Video Comics from 3 to 3:30 p.m. This is Eastern Time, by the way. Nickelflix from 3:30 to 4 p.m., by the way, from 4 to 5 p.m. Video Comics from 5 to 5:30 p.m., then another run of Nickelflix from 5:30 to 6 p.m., and then America Goes Bananas from 6 to 7 p.m., and then another run of Video Comics from 7 to 7:30 p.m., then another run of Nickelflix from 7:30 to 8 p.m., then, by the way, from 8 to 9 p.m. again, and then Video Comics again from 9 to 9:30 p.m., and then Nickelflix again from 9:30 to 10 p.m., and then America Goes Bananas from 10 to 11 p.m. So yeah, the network used to go as late as 11 o'clock back then. But that's the weekday schedule. The weekend schedule follows as Pinwheel from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., Video Comics from 2 to 2:30 p.m., by the way, from 2:30 to 3:30 p.m., Video Comics from 3:30 to 4 p.m., by the way, from 4 to 5 p.m., Video Comics from 5 to 5:30 p.m., Nickelflix from 5:30 to 8 p.m., that's a pretty long run. And then America Goes Bananas from 8 to 11 p.m., a 3-hour slot of nothing but America Goes Bananas. Clearly, Nickelodeon was ahead of their time with the constant marathons that now every cable network on television pretty much follows. Alright? So there you have it. All of the content inside Nickelodeon's first ever press kit. Alright, let's put some of this stuff back into the folder. So there you go. Some pretty incredible stuff there. Oh, by the way, Paparina, if you're watching this and you're interested in any of the materials that I have shown you in the folders that you may want to use for any of your future videos, feel free to contact me. And I'll gladly send whatever you need. Alright? So thank you for watching, and yeah, I will see you around. Bye!